Portrait photographers, are you ready to break into the volume photography market, but you just don't know where to start? Hey everyone, my name is Jess McRavy, and today we are going to talk about Volume Photography 101. And if you are that portrait photographer that's trying to break into this market, this video is for you. So we're going to talk about the process here. We're going to start with capture, and we're going to get you all the way through those online sales because we want you making money 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So here's the scenario. Let's say you're a portrait photographer and you have your kids in the local school. Somebody comes up to you and says, hey, do you do any sports photography? We're looking for somebody and we'd really like to get them to be online for ordering. And you're thinking, man, no, I don't do that, but I would really like to. So of course you say yes. And now you're to that step of what do you do next? Well, we would like to introduce to you ACI's online web hosting software called OrderPix. And what we're going to do is we're going to start at the beginning and we're going to walk all the way through the process. Let's jump in and take a look. So your customers are going to be greeted with a home page. You get about 10 different URLs, meaning this one says order sports pics. So we got a few others in there that you can also use. So let's talk about the first thing. OrderPix can give you the opportunity to select from 3 different types of projects, meaning a prepay project, a batch project, and a reorder. So we're going to start with a prepay. So prepay is what you're probably used to. You're going to take that money and get their order ahead of time, and you have not taken the photos. So this is an example of setting that project up. I'm leaving this as an underclass image just to kind of make it so that it stands out a little bit more, meaning you have the capability to change that image to anything that you want. You can represent your work, give them a template of what you would be offering for this project. So you've got complete control over that. Everybody would see that same stock image. Another cool thing is I want to point out is you have the capability to create your own packages, create what's in them, and you're setting the price. So you're seeing that all here. Next tab over, you've got all your prints that you'd like to offer as well. And then the last tab is showing our products. Pretty cool thing with our products is the actual product loads their image in the next type of ordering, or in this case, the stock image. All pretty cool things there. So in this scenario, you're taking the money ahead of time, but you're taking it online. And then when you go to the shoot, you're already ready to go. You watch those orders come in and hopefully you have $1,000 ready to go for you before you step on that diamond. Okay, next type of order is the batch order, which became very popular a couple years ago during COVID, and it's rolling. It's still going with great success. So this type of order, you're not going to do the prepay. You're going to take the images. You're going to have the data hopefully ahead of time from the school. You load it into the project, take the pictures, which we're going to talk about next, how to capture those, and then they're loaded for your customers to see and placing the order. So the thing with this is we're going to control the amount of time that they have to order. So if you want to give them a week, keep that pretty tight. Or if you want to give them a little bit more, let's say 7, 10 days, 14 days, whatever you want to do there. You have complete control over it. It's the bottom line. So all the orders are coming in, and then once that expiration date hits, the whole project dumps into the lab for production. And then the production team is going to take that order, they're going to print it, they're going to individually package it, and then they'll send it back to you sorted as you ask us to. So pretty cool system there. Same thing that you saw with a prepay, except for now they are seeing their images. So their images are loaded down here. This scenario is an individual person with maybe a buddy image and a team image. Okay, we're going to click into buy photos. And again, now they are looking at their images while they're selecting what they want to purchase. So pretty cool batch order system there. Reorder. Let's talk about that one real quick. Reorder, same look on the screen, except for now they're going to place that order and it's going to roll right into production. Production's going to print it and we're going to ship it out direct home to ship. So what's the difference, or why would you use a batch order versus a reorder? So portrait photographer, you're probably used to the ROS system and ROS pricing. So with the batch order, what we can do is give you a discounted volume price by coming into us with a batch. So number 1, you're going to get a lower price. Number 2, you're controlling when they order a little bit more. So you're encouraging that behavior to order quickly so it's not drawn out. Okay, let's see. Reorder is just great to pick up those extra orders, it's great to hit them with a reorder at Christmas time, or at the end of the season, or whenever you feel necessary. Get some extra money coming in for you. Remember, 24/7 is the deal. So we got prepay, batch, reorder. Next, let's talk about that pricing. So you've got your packages and prices, but a lot of systems kind of give you some, you don't have as much leeway, is I guess what I'm trying to say. So with order picks, all you have to do to activate a product is give it a price. So the other thing that I kind of briefly hit on is that volume discounted price for the batch or the prepay orders. The individual, you're going to see more of the pricing that you see in rows. So you have a difference in pricing. Therefore, obviously we want to cover that cost with your customer, raise that price a little bit on that reorder, cover your cost, and also gives your clients an incentive to order in that batch order mode as they get used to your online process. Otherwise, make sure you point that out. Hey, if you order within this first week, no shipping cost, no higher pricing there. All right, so you're activating your products. You're telling us what you want to offer. Again, you create your own packages. We can deep dive into that into another video. And basically, you set the price list. One more cool thing, you can have 20 price lists if you need to. The system allows you to have as many as you want, so that if you need different pricing, different graphics maybe for different projects, you can do it. Let's see. All right, so we talked about types of orders. We've talked about price list. Let's jump into that capture. This is probably the scariest thing, or the biggest difference that you're going to see when you go into the volume world, is how the heck do I organize all these photos? So best way is that you get a list ahead of time from your school or from your team, and then we get that into a CSV document, so an Excel, and we got columns of data. We got columns of first name, last name, team name, everything that you need or that you want to have to create your project. So that gets put into the system, and then we can handle a straight CSV sheet. So if you did all that data we just mentioned, and then you added a column that said the file name, everything would marry together when you upload that into the system. The next one is a little bit older, that Opticon scanner. Basically, that's a scanning method. So you get barcodes after you put the data in, you scan that barcode, you take the picture, scan the barcode, take the picture, back and forth. That's a big one for underclass. QR code system, it's still around. Basically, you're taking a picture of a QR code, which can either be done on paper, or it does have an app that allows you to do it on a device. Just need to make sure that you got connection. Third one, or actually fourth one now that we're excited about, this is a new one for us. It's called the OrderPix Name List app. So you don't have to scan a barcode, you don't have to take a picture of a QR code. Basically, what you're doing is you're clicking a button on the app. So each project that you have would have what you're seeing here on the screen. Let's say Kenny walks up, we click activate, and then you're taking the pictures. And then what that does is it creates a text file. So that text file and those images come into that project together, and everything just kind of marries together. Pretty cool. I'm really excited about that one. Okay, let's see. So some other cool things. The system can handle PNGs, which would be your green screen backgrounds. We have some options in there for you to pick from if you don't have any, or you can upload your own and add those into the mix as well. So back to that project that I showed you. This is an example of a green screen project. That's why down below here, you're seeing those PNGs load like they are. And then what you're seeing on the screen here, this graphic is actually made in OrderPix. Just gonna hit on this in this video, but watch for more videos to show you what that's about, because it's really cool. Basically, you create in the background, and then the system is pulling in the image. It's pulling in any text that you're asking for, first name, last name, jersey number, trading cards, that kind of thing. So pretty cool system there. All right, so you've got a taste of how you're going to capture. You've got a taste of how to create your website and your page, and then you've got a little bit of an idea how you're going to offer these projects online. What I want to point out here is I've shown you things that could give you probably 20 different workflows. And the point that I want to make is OrderPix does an awesome job of figuring out what your workflow is and making it work for you. You sit down with us, we say, what are you comfortable with? What do you want to achieve? And then we're going to say, hey, I think this is the best workflow for you. Because again, ultimately, we want you making money at midnight when you're sound asleep. That's the goal. Couple other things that I want to hit on real quick before we go here is this system does not have a commission-based pay structure. It does not have a monthly pay structure. It has a system that you send your order in and we give you a lab bill. So the lab bill is the same, just as it has been working as a portrait photographer with us. One other thing I do want to hit on, because this is starting to be a little bit more common, just understand we're a one-stop shop. This is our software and we are the lab. Everything is under one roof. We are here to support you. Our production team is here to support you. So you're not going to get passed back and forth between different companies, which we think is a pretty big deal. So you reach out to one of us, we get online, we do a demo, we create your workflow, and we get you rolling. For more tricks and tips, follow along for more videos.